Assalamu alaikum, dear students. In previous lecture, we discussed about the revaluation of the non-current assets. So, in revaluation of the non-current assets, we tried to learn about the capital expenditure, revenue expenditure, capital income, and revenue income. So, for this concern, I assigned to you an assignment regarding the capital expenditure and revenue expenditure, and capital income and revenue income, to categorize the different type of activities, which activity belongs to either the capital expenditure or revenue expenditure, or the activity belongs to the capital income or revenue income. So we today we will try to resolve the activity named activity 2.1. So let's start the topic. Dear students, this is activity 2.1, which is already assigned to you. So now we will try to resolve today this activity 2.1. So dear students, now the activity number 2.1, which shows that state whether each of the following items should be classified as a capital or revenue expenditure or income for the purpose of the preparing the income statement and the balance sheet of the business. This is the activity which is assigned to you as an assignment. So for the solution of this activity concerns serial number 1, these are the serial number 1, and second column is the activity name, and third column is the categorized activity name. These are the different types of the activities are over here, and the categorize, which means this the activity, each of the activity belongs to either the capital expenditure, revenue expenditure, or capital income or revenue income. So we have to segregate, we have to categorize these activities into these four headings. So in the activity number 1A, the purchase of a property, for example an office building, either it will be the capital expenditure, revenue expenditure, capital income or revenue income. As we know that, so for the solution of the activity number A concerns, as we know that every purchase or every expansion or any acquisition of the non-current asset will be recorded in the capital expenditure account. So this is the capital expenditure. Okay. So in serial number B, the annual depreciation of such a property. So as we know that the depreciation of a non-current asset is always recorded in the revenue expenditure. Why? Because after every ending of the year of the accounting period, we will try to sum up the depreciation of the non-current asset. So the depreciation will be is charged into the income statement. So this depreciation is always recorded in the account of the revenue expenditure. Revenue expenditure. Now, in column C, the solicitor's fees in connection with purchase of such property. This is basically solicitor's fees, which means this is a legal fees which is paid with the purchase of a such property. So every legal fees associated with the purchase of a property may be added to the purchase price, and this will be added to the purchase price, and it is classified as capital expenditure. So the cost of the property in the balance sheet of the business will then include the legal fees. So this activity belongs to the capital expenditure, belongs to the capital expenditure. Why? Because every legal fees, when we are purchasing any kind of non-current asset, for example, when we are acquiring the piece of the land. So far, the piece of the land concerns when we are contacting with the revenue department. So revenue department will issue the registry of the piece of the land. So the registry fees is the legal fees which we have to pay for acquiring of that piece of the land. So that legal fees of the registry will be added to the piece of the land. The piece of the land is the non-current asset. So this will be recorded in the capital expenditure. So this will also be included with the capital expenditure. Number D, the costs of an adding extra storage capacity to a mainframe computer used by the business. So every cost of adding extra storage, this is the extra storage capacity to a mainframe computers. So this is again the extension which is given to the non-current asset. So every extension given to the non-current asset, that will be recorded in the capital expenditure. Capital expenditure. Okay, so we have already discussed in capital and revenue expenditure in lecture number 3 regarding the extension of the any non-current asset. For example, if we are acquiring any non-current asset and furthermore we are extending furthermore the non-current asset and acquiring the other piece of the non-current asset, that will be recorded in the capital expenditure. So the same example is here, the cost of the adding extra storage capacity to the mainframe computer. So the extra storage capacity is not for the shorter period of time. This is for the longer period of time. This is an extra storage. This is the extension given to the non-current asset. Okay, so in number E, computer repairs and maintenance costs. Computer repairs and maintenance costs. As we know that every repair or every maintenance given to the non-current asset or any selling or general expenses given to the non-current asset, that all will be recorded in the revenue expenditure. In the revenue expenditure. So every repair maintenance cost will be recorded into the revenue expenditure. So every repair and maintenance cost for the non-current asset, that is the revenue expenditure. So in number F category, profits on a sale of an office building. This is the income basically. Profits on a sale of an office building. So profits on a sale of an office building is a non-current asset. So for acquiring or generating the any kind of income by selling of the non-current asset, that will be recorded into the capital income, into the capital income, or we can say every gain is associated with the non-current asset. So every gain or every income generated from the non-trading activities. So from the non-trading activities, so every sale of a non-current asset is basically recorded into the non-trading activity. So every profit incurred on trading, on non-trading activities, on the sale of the non-trading activity of the non-current asset, that will be recorded into the capital income. So in number G, revenue from sales by the credit card. So this is basically revenue from sales by the credit card is basically revenue income. Is basically revenue income. Why? Because this is the gain. This is the gain from the trading activities. So the revenue which is generated by from the sale by the credit card is basically the trading activities for the shorter period of time. So these will be recorded into these kind of activities will be recorded into the revenue income. So every gain for the trading activities for the shorter period of time will be recorded into the revenue income for current assets. Okay. So now, okay, then in H column, the cost of a new plant. As we know that every non-current asset or every acquisition of a non-current asset will be recorded in the capital expenditure. So this is the cost. This is the cost of a new plant. Plant is a non-current asset. Plant is a non-current asset. So every purchase or acquisition of a non-current asset, or we can say the cost which is paid or supposed to pay for acquiring the non-current asset, that will be recorded into the capital expenditure. Capital expenditure. So okay, so in I column, customs duty charged on the plant which imported into the country. So whatever the plant which is acquired from any other country from another country or imported plant, so whatever the custom duty which is charged against the imported non-current asset, that will also be recorded into the capital expenditure. Why? Because the custom duty will also be added with the cost of the plant, with the cost of the imported non-current asset. So that will be added to the cost of the imported non-current asset. So that will be recorded into the capital expenditure. Okay. In number J, the carriage costs. The carriage costs of transporting the new plant from the supplier's factory to the premises of the business purchasing the plant. So in this statement, the carriage cost is basically similarly, if carriage costs are paid for the purchaser of the non-current asset, that may be included in the cost of the non-current asset and classified as capital expenditure. Why? Because when we are purchasing or acquiring any kind of non-current asset, for example plant, so when we have purchased the plant, we are supposed to purchase the plant, so for the transportation cost or the carriage cost of transportation, it will also be added with the cost of the plant, so that will be recorded into the capital expenditure. Okay, so in K column, the cost of installing the new plant in the premises of the business. So this is basically the installation cost. This is basically the installation cost when we are installing a new plant into the premises of the business. It means this is the installation cost of a non-current asset and are classified, are also added to the non-current assets cost and classified as capital expenditure. Okay, so this is again the capital expenditure. Why? Because as far as same the carriage cost, when we are purchasing a new plant, the carriage cost will also be added with the cost of the plant. So if the cost of the plant is 50,000 and the carriage cost is 5,000, so the total cost of the plant will be 55,000, that will be recorded into capital expenditure. So in the same method and the same situation, the cost of installing a new plant, so when we are installing the same plant of 55,000 cost which we have already paid, so the installation cost is, for example, is also the 5,000 more, so the cost of the plant that will be recorded as a 60,000, and this is this installation cost will also be added with the non-current asset, that will be recorded into the capital expenditure. And last, the wages of the machine operators. The wages of the machine operators, so these are the revenue expenditure. So these are the revenue expenditure, because the wages of the machine operator, these are the daily wages. We are talking about the daily wages, those who are working on daily basis. Why? Because they are working on daily basis for the current situations. So not more current situations. So these are recorded into the revenue expenditure. Hope you would understand the activity regarding the activity 2.1. So we have resolved this activity. So hope you would understand the topic. Thank you very much. Okay, you can check this.